New York State Police lag behind agencies nationwide on camera use. Albany, NY. APUA authorities say the trooper shot him when he made a sudden movement toward the cruiser after behaving strangely. The man's families, unlike many other police shootings across the U.S., no video of the May 23 confrontation exists to help determine what happened. That's because New York remains one of only 5 states where the primary state law enforcement agency is not equipped with dashboard cameras, according to a nationwide Associated Press survey. 4 of those states, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, New York, and Massachusetts, are in the Northeast. Hawaii's primary state law enforcement agency also does not have dashboard cameras, but it doesn't have a state-level highway patrol, so it has far fewer interactions with citizens. The New York agency lacks body cameras too. It says it wants its. While use of dashboard cameras is common, the AP survey found most primary state law enforcement agencies do not have body cameras. More than a dozen reported implementing body cameras in some form or taking part in a pilot program. Those include New York City's police department, the nation's biggest, finished its rollout of about 20,000. Law enforcement experts praise the use of police cameras, arguing that the technology can increase transparency and is well worth the cost. They also say that point has been highlighted in several cases in recent years. Body camera footage cleared a Texas trooper after he was of sexual assault by a woman he arrested. Dashboard camera footage sparked protests over the killing of Laquan McDonald, a black teenager who was shot by a white Chicago police officer. The footage showed that body camera footage played a key role in the of a former Dallas area officer who shot and killed a black, unarmed 15-year-old boy. The jury was New York State Police, an agency that had about 4,975 sworn members late last month, says it has no plans to implement dashboard or body cameras but continues to evaluate. The technology gap shocked the parents of Luke Patterson, the restaurateur who was killed on Interstate 84 in Orange County, a couple of hours north of New York City, where authorities found Luke Patterson walking on a highway shoulder after they responded to a report of a vehicle abandoned in the road. One trooper got out to talk with Patterson while a second drove alongside. State police made Patterson had been diagnosed as bipolar and went through periods of taking medication for the illness, according to his family. Relatives said Mark Patterson said that on the night his son was shot, Luke had stopped at a gas station but didn't have his wallet and subsequently ran out of gas on the highway. He said the lack of police cameras shows political stupidity and a lack of courage from state lawmakers. The Office of New York Attorney General Letitia James has said it will investigate the killing. In a report on state police declined to specify what factors prevent it from getting cameras but issued a statement saying it believes they are effective investigative tools. Thomas Mungier, president of the New York State Troopers Police Benevolent Association, said he does not oppose dashboard cameras but is also not advocating for the technology. Ronald Serpis, a criminality and justice professor at Loyola University New Orleans, who previously led law enforcement agencies in Nashville, New Orleans and Washington state, said it is nonsensical for a government to forego investing in police cameras because of costs. Ryan Terrinelli is a core member for Report for America, a nonprofit organization that supports local news coverage in a partnership with the Associated Press for New York. The AP is sold.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park,